Smoke and breath spill from Flynn's lips. His hand shakes as he lifts the cigarette to my mouth. His black hair, so stiff with cold that I can snap off locks like icicles, falls over his face. His skin is sallow, lips and fingertips a light blue. I wonder if he's already dying. I breathe in and pass back the cigarette. Smoke comes out in soft coughs. Sweat has adhered to my clothes, my back, though nothing about me is warm anymore. I left the hospital with only Flynn's worn navy hoodie. I was too focused on getting past security and my narc of a roommate. After sneaking into my own house 8 blocks away to get my dad's semi-automatic, I set out for our meeting place, a field overlooking the local farm road that leads out of town, and a clock tower seems within reach like a Peter Pan. I didn't see anyone on my way over, but why would I? The town turns in early. Even now, Flynn and I may be the only ones awake, and for that reason alone, I feel more alive than I have in the past 15 years. It's painfully ironic. It was Flynn's idea to bring the cigarette and the last match in a box his dad had given him when he started smoking. Not exactly the typical parent's reaction to his son slowly killing himself. But then again, Flynn's dad doesn't understand being bipolar either. Makes me wonder how he will react to this. One more. With you? Flynn said when he pulled out the smoke from his pocket. I had just put his hoodie back on and still feel him in between my legs. We sit in silence, passing back and forth the burning cigarette. There's nothing left to say. My heart thumps hard when the tobacco burns out and Flynn crushes the end into the snow. I notice my legs are the color of raw meat. I wonder if I can bleed from the cold. Flynn and I stare into each other's eyes. What would typically be romantic if it were anyone but us? I nod, a movement so small, I'm not sure if he sees it, until he pulls out his own gun. It lights up under the moon, shining in the otherwise pitch black. Then I slide my semi from the front pouch of the hoodie. Both of us show each other one bullet and load the pistols. Neither of us want to ask the other if we're sure, because there's no point in backing out now. He holds his pistol to my left temple, the spot right above the ear. The metal rattles beside my head. I pray to fucking God the bullet will blow my brains out easy. I point my automatic against the left side of his head and instantly feels wrong. For a second, I want to change my mind, convince him this is a terrible idea. Maybe we can go back to the hospital, tell them we won't run away again, and we'll go back to group therapy and take our medication like we're supposed to, and we'll really try this time. First time's a charm, right? That's how the saying goes? But Flynn grabs my hand, curling his icy fingers around mine. I can't feel his skin touching me. Everything is numb. I wonder what brain matter looks like frozen. You shoot, right? Asks Flynn. Of course I answer. Will you? I'll kill the fucking shit out of you. That's the most romantic thing you've ever said to me. His laugh is stunted by the cold in his lungs and the trembling of his jaw. I think about last words and what I want mine to be. Something serious like, Dear God, please forgive me, for I am coming to you, a sinner. Or something totally stupid like, may the odds be ever in your favor. As if reading my mind, Flynn asks if I want to say anything. I don't know if I should tell him I love him. I don't want him to die thinking I'm a sap. I shake my head no. He says same. And I want to tell him that can't be his last word, but then my last words would be telling him what to do, and I'm afraid he'll be so mad he won't actually kill me. Sven squeezes his fingers. Don't let go, I say. I won't, Renee, he says. The clock tower rings. It's midnight. I always thought the second magic existed between time, between yesterday and today and tomorrow, all at once. The clock tower rings, low and dull, all of time, all at once. The clock tower rings. I pull the trigger, the gun held tight against the left side of Flynn's head. He pulls the trigger, the gun against the left side of my head. The pops mix with the music of the clock tower. Blood splashes onto the perfectly white snow. I feel heat everywhere. I'm lying in blood, it's snow, it's in grass. I'm sweating like crazy in my head. Shit. There's no out-of-body experience, no light to run into, no God. And then I realize I'm still alive. I open my eyes and see Flynn inches away from me, his face, all blood and brain matter. I'm lifted from the ground. Their voices. I'm being taken away. And all I can think is,